is Zachary, and I'm an incoming junior at Lynbrook High School. And this is my project, the RC Arduino robot. So as I said before, this is an Arduino-based robot that is controlled by this PS2 controller over here. So you might be wondering how it works. Well, I'll show you. So over here, if I click R1, you can see it's just turning to the right because it's controlling that one motor. But if I click L2 over here, it is able to control the second motor. So in order for it to go forward, I have to click R1 and L2 simultaneously, and it can go forward. But if I do the opposite, R2 and L1, it can go backward. So you might be wondering why I picked the RC robot tank. Well, it was because as a child, I was intrigued by RC helicopters, and I was finally able to fulfill that passion when BlueStamps came along and offered an RC project. So I was extremely passionate about finally being able to build an RC project like this. So, simpler said than done, the RC robot had many struggles. Some of the struggles were things like soldering, which when I soldered, I accidentally soldered two connections together, which resulted in the entire thing not working. Additionally, another problem that I faced was with the gearbox, where with the gearbox, if one piece fell, like even the smallest of pieces fell, the entire thing would not work. And that resulted in me having to redo my gearbox countless numbers of times, but finally I was able to get the gearbox to work. Lastly, one of the other and hardest issues I probably had to face would be with the PS2 controller. This is because with the PS2 controller, I had to sync it with the RC robot, and although it seems simple, you have to get the wirings precisely right with the code and everything in order for the PS2 controller to properly work. So, enough about my hardships. I'll explain to you how this thing works. So over here is the blue motor chip over here, as you can see, and it's connected to these motors, which will, in result, make it work. And additionally, I added an external battery over here so that it doesn't need a constant charge from my computer for it to work, and it can actually run, as I showed you in the demonstration, without an external power source like a computer. So these were that was basically a brief summary of the RC robot. Now I'm going to talk to you about some lessons I've learned from BlueStamps. So overall at BlueStamps, it was hard, but I learned that as I persevered through the tough times and gave my best effort every single day, at the end, everything would work out. So what I plan to do later on is probably a major in a form of engineering, and I'm thankful to say that BlueStamp gave me the background to know what an engineering life is.
What is an engineering life?
Basically a lot of hardships and failures. That's the life as an engineer.
Any of our engineers disagree?
Oh, Andrew?
Did you have any problems with your tracks?
Oh yeah, for sure. I had to make sure like the pieces, like I didn't actually have enough pieces, so I had to go and ask some other people for pieces so it can fit exactly proportional as you see over here. Like sometimes the tracks would just like when I moved it with the PS2 controller, the tracks would just like fly off. So then I had to. So thankfully I was able to get that to work. Any other questions?
So what is the reward?
Oh, the reward? The reward would probably be after those countless times of failing to finally have one demonstration in front of everyone. And it worked.